Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to do another really nice painting today. And I kind of had a feeling that maybe I should tell you a little story. I've been known as a bit of a storyteller in my house. And I do enjoy telling stories. Kind of got me in trouble down through the years, but that's another story for another time. But I do enjoy telling stories to my family. I have written books, a lot of books actually. They're all on Amazon Kindle. But, well, my mind, my imagination is fertile, and I'm always coming up with ideas. I'm always coming up with scenarios. Always coming up with places, people, things like that. And, well, you just never know what's going to come out of this mind of mine from one day to another. So, I'm going to do another painting today. The one that I did the other day, similar to that one, to do with a cross. Well, my friend sent me this picture, and he said, "Can you do this one for his girl, the love of his life?" I said, "Yeah, I think I can do something like that." So I did one, and he looked at it after it was all complete and everything. He said, "Yeah, I love that. That's perfect. Can you do another one?" And his girl's like, "Can you do a bunch for me?" So I'm gonna do a bunch more. I live up in the Caribou region. I'm not sure if everyone knows where that is. It's in British Columbia, Canada. It's more of a rural area. Getting less and less rural as years go by, but still a lot more rural than living in the city. And I really enjoy living in an area where you can kind of be yourself. You can be true, genuine. You don't have to put on airs. You know, you can go to the store in your gumboots and no one's going to say anything. You know, one of those kinds of environment, I guess you want to say. I do like that. I do like unpretentiousness. I guess that's a word. I don't like having to fake it. I like people that are real, with all their warts and all their failings. I'd rather have a person who's rough and rugged and crusty, and a person like that, they're always interesting. They always have stories. They always have experiences. I guess you can say probably the same thing about me. I have a lot of stories and a lot of interesting things that have happened to me down through the years. And, well, it just adds to the flavor, I guess you want to say. Adds to the flavor. I'm trying to do this. It is difficult to do sometimes. Pull that. Yeah. Okay. Just never know what you're going to do next, right? That's interesting. Alrighty. Let's see what we can bring out of this guy today. Okay. So, remember one time, years ago, back we lived in an area of the Caribou, and it was an area next to a lake called Sheridan Lake. Some of you might have heard of it. It's a beautiful area. It's a really gorgeous area. Fishing. You can do some hunting if that's your style. Camping, snowmobiling. And we live right on the lake. And yes, we were blessed to live right on the lake. So, I remember living there the first year. We got about 4 feet of snow. We came from the city, just to let you know. Came from the city, and we weren't used to snow like that. We got snow once in a while. You get maybe an inch a year, a couple inches a year. But we got 4 feet of snow that first year. And so our little minivan was having a heck of a time with it all. So I went out and I found this. It was a Chevy Suburban. 1988 Chevy Suburban. Great big beast of a vehicle. And it was lifted too. So lifted that when I change oil, I could sit underneath. I could literally sit underneath the vehicle and change my oil without much fuss at all. And that year, we drove 20 minute drive. Go get groceries every week or so, I guess. And those roads were treacherous. And we didn't have shift on the fly like we do today. Which you just have to sit in your vehicle and flip a switch and you're good to go. Well, there was one part where we're going up a hill and well, we drove up this hill and we found out that we couldn't actually get up all the way, and that was scary. The reason why it's scary is because we started slipping down. That's right. And so I had to back it into some trees on the side of the road. And then my son had to jump out. This is crazy. My son had to jump out and he had to lock the hubs on the front tires in order to engage the 4x4. Craziness. And we were absolutely petrified, obviously. Never dealt with anything like this before. Never even used 4x4 until we moved. Never even used 4x4. And all of a sudden, I have to use 4x4, and all of a sudden I have to somehow keep my family from dying. Basically is what I felt like. Literally what I felt like. But we did it. We went for a drive one time out in the backwoods, logging the roads and all that. And I was completely unprepared for how complex the back roads were, all the logging roads, and how much of a massive network of roads, of trails, of paths, of dead ends, of everything. It was incredible. And we got lost. Yes, we got lost. And it was getting dark. The deer was starting to run out in front of us. And we were scared. I put my family through quite the ordeals when it comes to driving. Not on purpose, but it seems to be me. Seems the way it goes with me. Well, that's okay. Gives me stories. Right? Gives me stories. Gives me stuff to talk about. Sit down with people and tell them stories about different things that have happened through our lives. Makes life a little more rich, I guess you want to say. Definitely did not have a boring life. Definitely did not have a boring life. No one wants to have a boring life. But with interesting lives and experiences. Some of those experiences are a little hair-raising. I remember driving down the highway, going towards the coast because we're going to go visit my wife's parents. And driving through an area by Boston Bar, an area where they had a lot of rock slides. And I remember as we're driving along, and it was our caravan, the one that got hit by a deer. We're driving the caravan, and I saw this basketball-sized rock coming off the hill ahead of us, bouncing. And I had to make a decision. Are they going to stop? Are they going to slow down? Or are they going to speed up? What do I do? And so I decided to speed up a little bit. And this was pretty nice, eh? This basketball-sized boulder flew past behind our vehicle. Behind the vehicle. Missed us by, I don't know, maybe a foot. Yeah, that was scary. That was very scary. And, well, we made it. We've had a lot of near misses. Remember one time we were driving on the highway. We had a janitorial business. And, well, we had a job about an hour and a bit away from us that we did twice a week. And we were on the highway, wintertime, miserable weather, barely seen. Driving down the highway, trying to get home. We had a logging truck, and we had a whole bunch of cars behind it coming toward us. And this guy, absolute fool of a driver, decided to pull out. For whatever reason, he either didn't see us, or he thought he could beat us and get around the logging truck. But I saw him at the last second. And, well, I pulled over, going about 80 clicks an hour, I guess. And he narrowly missed us. I didn't know what was on the side of the road. Pitch black that night. I wasn't really quite sure where we were. And we might have almost swapped paint. We were that close to each other. Let's just put it that way. That's how close we were. And by literally nothing more than God's grace, we survived. He missed us by mere inches. And I'm not joking either. The worst part about it was the fact that we had to actually swerve to the side of the road. And I didn't know what was down there. Could have been anything. Literally anything. Could have been literally anything down there. And when I figured out where we were, it was kind of a location, right? And kind of remembering exactly where were we that night. Well, needless to say, I was even more petrified and thankful to God that we were protected, because there's a place called Knife Creek Road, and we were just past that. And Knife Creek Road, just past it, there was a massive hill, and you only have just enough to pull off the side of the road if you're lucky. Just enough. And it goes down to this massive embankment into a big valley below. So needless to say, we were that close to dying. That close to dying. And by God's grace, we didn't. We're here to talk about it today. So, needless to say, I do not like driving on the highway. I really don't like driving on the highway at night. I'd rather drive in the daytime. That's just me. Some people love driving on the highway. Good for you. Those are some of the stories that I have to tell people. It's crazy how many near misses we've had down through the years. Like I said, with the caravan we had, actually a deer ran into us on the highway one time. I even watched a video. I believe I put it on my channel. It's not on that one, then it's on Bain Backyard Adventures, where this deer just decided to walk out in front of us. And he hit in front of the vehicle, and he flipped up over the roof rack, right over the vehicle, slammed down the other side, and kept going like it wasn't even affected. The van, on the other hand, didn't look so hot. But surprisingly, we could actually drive it home, which that is surprising to me. We drove it home, scared spitless over every little corner, and well, the van served us for a few more years. And we ended up getting a Yukon, a really nice, beautiful Yukon, 2001 Yukon. We ran on propane, and we're driving home one night, Dog Creek Hill, and a deer walked out in front of us. And this time, because of the big SUV, which I absolutely love the SUV, I'm so sad to see it go. It's not bad, eh? We drove right over the deer, like she was a speed bump. I felt terrible for the poor thing, but I also felt afraid for my family, because my family's in the car. I certainly didn't want them getting hurt. The truck was totaled. Everything underneath was ripped out. You had to get it towed home. I was scared, boy. I sure don't like driving at night. I don't like driving at night in this area because of the deer. Deer, they don't seem to understand. Don't walk out in front of cars. I feel sorry for them because there's so many deer get hit. So many deer get hit on a literally daily to weekly basis around here. And it just keeps happening. And there never seems to be an end to it. Never seems to be an end to it. I feel bad for the deer. I just don't want anyone to get hurt. You know, I don't want anyone to get hurt. Got enough stuff in this life to worry about. So, I'm going to try something. I have a palette knife. What I do have, an old screw. I'll spray the poly spray on it just to soften it up a little bit. Yeah, this might work. That kind of looks good, eh? Yeah, we've definitely been through some hairy situations, that's for sure. We got evacuated because of forest fires one year. And that wasn't very fun. Of course, my kids thought it was a blast. First vacation they've had in a while. Just hilarious. My wife and I were stressed to the hilt. It was a very nice environment. Very stressful environment. The Red Cross and Salvation Army did a wonderful job taking care of everyone. Really did. I can only imagine what it must be like to have to deal with people like that. Scared people, confused people. That's what I'm doing here. I'm making, looks like it's a cliff. Like these things can go down. If you're not careful, you're gonna fall. That's not bad actually. Yeah. Definitely been through it. Lots of love and support. Wonderful people out there. People that make it their passion to take care of other people, which is amazing. Hat goes off to those types of first responders, people that when everyone else is running away from a building, they're running into it. Those are the kind of people that I'm impressed with. And whenever I see firefighters or police or whatever, and I get a chance to talk to them, I always tell them the same thing. Thank you. You have a very dangerous job. You have families that are praying that they come home safe at night. That I would not wish on anyone personally. My can only imagine what that must feel like, that stress. Good for you guys for upholding the law, protecting people, serving the public. What do you think, guys? What do you think, everyone? I think this is a keeper. It's a keeper. I think we can almost call this done. Let's sign my name and we are good to go. Thanks for listening, guys. And if you like what you're watching, subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. It definitely warmed my heart if I had more subscribers, because I do this for you, honestly. I know there's a lot of spray painters out there, but I like to think that I'm a little different. I like to think that I care about you guys genuinely. And if you like what you see, you enjoy this video, press the like button and share it. Tell other people about it so I can do more. Because I really enjoy this, and I really enjoy showing my subscribers and those that are watching on YouTube. I like to show them how fun it is to paint like this. I mean, you literally can do anything. You literally, whatever your mind can think of, you can do. So you guys have a really wonderful day. Have a blessed day. Have a fantastic day. Love you all. Take care.